In this video, we'll talk about what are the best times of the day to reach prospects and how to schedule your emails to go out at exactly those times to ensure the highest possible likelihood of them replying to you. My name is Atishay Jain, and I'm the founder at Hyperke Growth Partners. We help B2B businesses build Outbound as a brand new customer acquisition channel. And currently, we're booking between 500 to 1,000 appointments per month, every month across our clients. Let's get right into it. So recently, Smartlead, the platform we use for our cold emails, released this data around the best days to send an email, right? And this shows that Mondays are typically the best performing, or the ones where you expect the highest engagement, with the other days being, a slow decline. So I would suggest taking this with a grain of salt because the best days to send emails also depends on your industry. For example, when we're reaching out to smaller businesses, we've found that sending emails all 7 days of the week or Monday to Friday and then on Sundays tends to be better because these businesses are 3 to 4 to 5 employees, and usually the founders or the co-founders or the partners are looking at their inboxes throughout the week. Whereas if you're reaching out to, let's say, people in the marketing department, or you're reaching out to larger businesses, you're better off sending 5 days a week instead of sending all through the 7 days. So again, this depends on your industry, this depends on your target audience, but these are just numbers collected potentially over hundreds, tens of millions of emails, if not more, because that's the volume Smartlead is monitoring. Now, in our experience, and this is based off of personal experience, the best times of the day to email prospects is either earlier in the morning, so between 8:30 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. in their time zone, or in the afternoon, so this 1.5 2 hour window in the afternoon, or in the evening when people are close to logging off or they've already logged off and they're just looking at a few emails before they wind up for the day. So these are the times that have worked the best for us. Now, knowing all of this, the question that, or the biggest problem that you will run into is how to slot your emails to go out at these exact times, especially when your prospects are, in several different time zones. For example, if you're in the US, you're talking about 6, 7 different time zones that you need to be hitting, depending on your lead list. And if you're targeting all English-speaking countries in the world, that adds the UK to the list, that adds Canada, Australia. So now you're dealing with half a dozen campaigns because you'll have to create separate campaigns with different time zones for each campaign. Now, Smartly recently released a feature where they solve this problem. So I'll quickly head over to Smartlead and show you how to do it. Right. So we'll create a new campaign. And before I get into all of that, I'll show you how to build your lead list so that your time zone is automatically detected. Now, in order to be able to automatically detect the leads time zone, you need to add a column to your lead list. So this is a sample lead list I have here. I'll add a time zone based on their country and state. Right. So you need to create a time zone column, and you need to add in a value from this list. So this is a list Smartly shared, and your value needs to be from this column in order for Smartly to be able to detect it correctly. Now, you could either add these values manually. So, you could go to Illinois, that's Central Time. So you could go in here, you could search for Central, or you could search for Chicago time. So there you go. You can copy this, go ahead, paste it here. That's one way to do it. How we do it internally is we use ChatGPT we give it the state and the country. We give it this list as input, and we ask GPT to give us the appropriate time zone. So I have a prompt, happy to share that with you, in the description or in a separate document. But I'm going to show you how that works. So I'll paste this prompt and you can look at it here. So this is the prompt. It says determine the time zone for this state in this country, and then a bunch of more information to ensure that to limit its output. Because when you're using GPT, you want to limit its output. So we're using a custom tool that we built in for internal use that allows us to use GPT prompts within Google Sheets. I'm just going to copy this here, and we'll get time zones for all of these leads, depending on the state they are in, state and the country they are in. To quickly show you that these time zones match the expected values on Smartlead, or the values prescribed by Smartlead. So, okay, America, New York, this is on Smartlead. This one is on Smartlead, America, Chicago. And it's important that your values match the list provided, America, Los Angeles, Australia, Sydney, because if they don't, then Smartlead will not detect the time zone, and then the lead will not be reached out to at the appropriate time. So as you can see, all of these time zones are present on this list, which means we're good to go, right? So once your lead list has all of these time zones added as necessary, the next thing is you want to download this. So download this lead list, go to Smartlead, create a new campaign. I'm going to upload that file we just downloaded. There you go. Click save. Now we need to map fields. So email goes to email. Time zone needs to be mapped as a custom field. We also like to include state and country because we push this data down the line to various different tools. And then the name in here, this is just a sample column. I'm going to call it first name, right? So this is your list, and you can assign it to a client if you want. We don't want to do it here because this is only a test campaign. Click save and next. It'll import your CSV file. Click skip and proceed. Test email. I'm not going to launch this campaign because the emails were actual emails. But from here on, you can go ahead and proceed with adding your copy. Go to the setup stage. This is where you choose sender accounts, schedule campaign. Now this is what I want to emphasize for this video. So in the schedule, you will choose, like you don't need to choose any specific time zones. You can let it be like that. So I'm just going to select any time zone here. Let me just go with New York in here. Click save. And then we're good to go. So we'll configure all of these settings. Click say general settings. Let's use the default sender accounts. I'm just going to use one random sender account, say email accounts. Okay, now I need to pick one. I'll pick this one. Click save and next. And that's it. The campaign's ready to go. You'll click start campaign, and then this one will start sending. I won't start this right now because obviously this is a test campaign. What it looks like, setting up a campaign on Smartlead to automatically detect the lead's time zones and then schedule emails in that time zone. If you have questions, drop them in the comments below. All the best. See you next time.